Pisces. So I'm here to do your October 1st through the 15th general reading. If this doesn't resonate with you, please check your moon and rising signs. We're in Libra season. Balance is being restored. I love Libra season because it seems like the chaos of the summer is calming down. All of our fruition is ready to be picked, to act on, to go for. And you guys have had a very interesting summer. I think everybody has, but you guys mostly because you haven't been acting like yourselves, really. Okay, you guys are showing up in your reading, which is great. So we have the Seven of Cups. I always feel like with the Seven of Cups that it's like seeing your emotions in a different way. It was that you were seeing them, you know, this is like the sun and the moon are mirroring each other. It's like you were seeing them too brightly, or you weren't seeing enough of them. Like I said, you guys, you know, haven't really been acting like yourselves. And you're starting to look at things and like it's not so bright, you know. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is looking into the past. You know, we have these really beautiful roots that have grown into this tree. It's not a full-grown tree yet. So, you know, looking into past relationships, reminiscing, feeling sentimental, kind of maybe even like getting to the root of your childhood emotions almost. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is working really hard to build something. If you look at this spider, it's right in the middle, and then all of these pentacles are lined up. It's like all of his seeds that he's planted are lined up around him. And all he has to do is go to them and wrap them up and suck the blood out of them to get nutrition. But he's just sitting there in the middle. So it's like he's working really hard on his web, and he's waiting for the right time to go get the food. So with these three cards, especially with the Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups, looking at things in a different light, looking back on possibly very innocent childhood emotions that you once had, and thinking, you know, how have I grown from that? It seems like a very inner strength, emotional feeling. Like you're starting to get those Pisces energy, emotional fluid energy back. And you're doing it in a way that's like, what will benefit me? What have I been working towards all, you know, through all of this? You know, what can I gain from all of this reflection, all of this emotion that I've been, you know, contemplating about and almost hiding all this time? You know, what are my gains from it? What kind of abundance can I get from this reflection period? And it could be with work, or it could be with relationships. It could be with a past life relationship even. You know, you could be like looking back, you know, I think of past life regression. Sometimes you have to look into that to find out what it is that you need to have healed within yourself. But I feel like this is a very a time for you to look at how you are going to get to your nutrition that you need. What is it within me that I need to look at? Because you've been holding on to that too tightly with the Four of Pentacles. This is holding on to things so tightly that you don't want to lose control over it. Like you don't want to lose control over your emotions, except When Pisces lose control over their emotions, that's when the magic begins. So dropping a pentacle that you've been holding on to tightly is going to bring new pentacles in. When we look at things in life that are no longer serving us, and we realize that we have to let control go to gain more, it's really difficult. But if we don't do it, then the universe comes along and does it for us. If we don't do that work, if we don't realize what we're missing, if we don't do that inner work that Pisces are very good at doing and looking within, using their emotions as the magic inside, and we don't do it, then relationships start to fall, right? The Lovers came out with the Tower. 2 major arcanas. So if something isn't, and the Tower, I've found this in my own life as well. The Tower does not mean total ruin. I used to think that, oh my God, my life was going to, sometimes it is, sometimes there's a huge major change that turns your life upside down. Sometimes this is changing something. You have to, your unstable ground within has to crumble. Your unstable ground within your relationship has to crumble to build a new relationship within that relationship. Or it could be having to build a new relationship altogether. Or leaving a relationship, or, rebuilding a relationship within yourself. And it also doesn't, like the Lovers is a soulmate card, but a soulmate does not have to be like a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a family member. It could be, there's love everywhere. So if you don't do the work to find that abundance for yourself, look within your past and find out what it is within me that I need to do to line up my own abundance, the abundance that I need within. The universe comes along and they say, you've been holding on to control of this for way too long, and we gave you so many opportunities to change. And so now we're going to come along and change it for you, and we're going to tell you what to do. And this Tower can show up time and time again, because if the universe comes along and it shatters that unstable ground within you or within your life, and you ignore it again, which I've done, and I don't recommend doing that, trust me. If you ignore that within you, or you ignore what the universe is giving you, it's just going to be a never-ending cycle. It will constantly, and that karmic lesson will never be learned, and you'll just keep coming back from past lives and those relationships and having to do it all over again. And it's painful. The Tower is a very uncomfortable feeling. That's not something that anybody wants to do. Nobody wants to have lightning strike their ass and then they, fall. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants their forest to burn down. And sometimes if you can change that instability before the universe comes along, it is a lot less uncomfortable. So if there's a relationship that you feel like is very unstable right now, that you feel like you've been holding control with, that you've been holding all of the control, but you feel like that it could give you, the fruition, the abundance that you so desire, find out what that instability is. Let go of that control So that extremely uncomfortable feeling, because there are uncomfortable feelings and there are extremely uncomfortable feelings. But if that extremely uncomfortable feeling from the world comes along, then sometimes it's really hard to fix. So we have, oh, there you guys are, the Mother of Cups. I'm so glad to see that you're showing up this time. You're coming back into your own. You're feeling yourself again. That's great. The Mother of Cups is very nurturing and loving. It's almost like she has her wing out, like she wants to hug somebody. It's so cute. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you guys are showing up as Pentacles and as Cups a lot here. Understandable. It's harvest season. You're ready to harvest. Seven of Pentacles is lining things up as well. So yeah, you are definitely thinking, you're planning. There's a plan here. I'm seeing a pattern of planning, getting all of your ducks in a row. Getting all of your ducks in a row. That's a swan, but even still. Getting your ducks in a row, making sure that you have everything needed for yourself. And possibly, you know, I feel like you are getting control of your emotions. And as you're getting control of your emotions, you're also planning what kind of abundance that you will need, but you're still holding on to things. That this Four of Pentacles just keeps popping out at me. You know, I mean, you're doing it in a very rigid, very Virgo-esque way. It is no longer Virgo season. Let that shit go. I've even told myself that. You know, this Virgo, letting shit go. I'm not holding on to things I don't have control over. You can't do that in life when the universe has a purpose and a direction for you to go. There's no control over that. So yeah, more cups, more cups, more cups. And the Chariot, which is also the Cancer. It's Cancer. So we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is going on a journey, leaving things behind that no longer serve you. Something, you are walking away from something that was very emotional. You had a lot of hard work and emotions put into this, but you're going on a journey. I don't see this as abandonment. I see this as, because in some, traditional tarot cards, it will say that this is the abandonment card. I don't ever really see that, because in the Rider-Waite deck, it's actually this guy that has all these cups behind him that once were emotionally satisfying. But he has his little stick and he's, walking away, and he's doing it by the light of the moon. He is just walking in another direction. It does not mean he's ever going to forget this, but these cups are broken. Like, you guys have been shattered, you've realized of the things that no longer serve you. And you realize that these things need to be left behind. And you're doing it pretty quickly with the Chariot. The Chariot is very fast-moving energy. The Chariot, it has tunnel vision. There's also the eclipse in this one. It's cool because these cards have eclipses throughout them, and I think that's really neat. The Chariot is moving at a pace that, it's almost like you guys didn't realize that you needed to go at this pace. And it's almost like the universe shoved you in this direction because a relationship wasn't working out, and it no longer serves you. It just doesn't. And it served a purpose for a while, you know, but you're planning, you're lining things up, you're planning. I don't know what you're holding on to. I mean, if you're holding on to a relationship that is no longer serving you, you got to get past that uncomfortableness. Because you are a very caring and nurturing person, and you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, you know? And it's that recognition that's really weird. I was told to shuffle. That hardly ever happens. Unless I'm doing the bottom of the deck. Whoa, well, that's why. Thank you, guys. I think that's the rest of your reading. Bye now. Okay. Okay, so we have lots and lots and lots of things. People ask me why I read the cards upright. I know how to read the cards in reverse. I do. I don't do that because Spirit knows that I read them upright, so they're going to give me the direction and the message that you guys need to know whether I read them upright or not. If you read tarot cards yourselves and you read them in reverse, because this is a general world reading. This is like for hundreds of people. Like I'm not, if I were doing a personal reading and I felt like Spirit saying, okay, you need to read some of these in the reverse, which rarely happens, then I would. But if you did a spread for yourself and you came out with the same card and some of them were in reverse, that's because your situation is different, right? But this is for numerous people. So if it doesn't resonate with you, or you do tarot and you got a different reading, then I am just being led to give the message that I'm supposed to give. Okay, back to the reading. I've just had that, I've been asked that question several times, and I'm like, well, you know, I just do what I'm told, because when I don't do what I'm told, things happen, and I don't want things to happen anymore. We have the Son of Cups. The Son of Cups is a very innocent, very flirtatious love offering. It's a very, it's almost childlike. It's like when you are given a cute little written note on the playground saying, you know, will you go out with me? Check yes or no. You know, it's like one of those really sweet feelings. And we have the Son of Wands. The Son of Wands is, this could be a fire person in your life. In the traditional tarot, it's the Page of Wands. No, it's not. It's the Knight of Wands. This is a feeling of fast-moving energy. This is like, like charging forward in a direction. It could be a person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So, you know, maybe there is a person in your life that you see as very exciting and very passionate that you want to offer love to. But because you have been so broken and so kind of like for so long, you're hesitant. But you do want to move away from this situation, you know, you do want to move away. And then we have the Mother of Pentacles. So the Mother of Pentacles, so this is a very grounded energy, a very nurturing, loving earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. You know, she takes care of her family. There's her little fawn right there. She's very discerning. She sees everything. She hears everything. Intelligent. She's very intelligent. She can run across the street while cars are coming to her and still stay alive. Not like the ones that run in the road and get hit. Oh, it's so sad. Whenever I see those, I can't even believe I just said that. So I think that you see this Mother of Pentacles as somebody very passionate, and you are passionately wanting to offer love or a very innocent offer to a Mother of Pentacles who you feel like gives you, as the Ten of Pentacles, abundance. and the sun, which is, you know, it's like brightness. It's like a brand new day. It's like waking up and feeling like you have everything to look forward to. And the Ace of Pentacles is amazing opportunities coming in. And this is like, you know what the opportunities are. I always see this as like the bullseye, the heart space. You know, it's great feelings of, like, you feel like this person could provide you with so much abundance and affection and just brand new, fiery feelings, passionate. But you have a choice to make with the Two of Swords. You're stuck in a decision. And I feel like you're stuck in a decision between this Tower, this Chariot, this Lover situation, and this Mother of Pentacles, you know, wanting to, and if you have a lot of fire in your chart also, or earth in your chart, it could go the other way. It could be, but I feel like this Mother of Pentacles is someone. And if you have fire in your chart, then you could be the Son of Wands, you know, with the fire and the water. Or it could just be an offering, like a very fast moving offering. And we have the Six of Wands. So you are flying, you want to. This is the decision with the Two of Swords. You want to fly out of a chaotic situation that has put you in an Eight of Swords status. Eight of Swords is just being stuck in your own head, you know, being stuck here. And if you look, this butterfly is ready to fly out. Like, it's so close. It is so close to this. I know that's going backwards, you know, but these are the swords. You're stuck here and you're ready to fly out. But you're still stuck. And then we have the Emperor card. The Emperor is he's a dictator. The Emperor is somebody who does things for himself. But he's been around for so long that he knows things. He's wise. And so people trust him. Sometimes hold on, I'm hearing something. I feel like that this is a person in your life that you feel like is taking control over your life, and you don't know how to remove yourself from it. And you've been stuck in this state for a very long time. It's like you've been trying to make a decision. And the Swords energy is very wishy-washy sometimes because it blows in and out like the wind. And I feel like because you have all of these thoughts to get to your Ace of Pentacles, but you've been stuck within this very wishy-washy Eight of Swords, Two of Swords position because you feel like somebody has put you there. And that's bringing you a lot of anxiety and control issues. And if somebody else has the control issues in your relationship, that is something that needs to be addressed, because if somebody else is controlling your situation and you are not able to release because of this control. Somebody's holding on to your, controlling your material possessions. Somebody's controlling your heart space even, you know, with this Ace of Pentacles. If there is somebody that's doing this to you and leaving you in this Eight of Swords state, just don't let them do that to you. That is heartbreaking. Like, that literally breaks my heart if that's happening. Because I've been there. I mean, you know, I'm no judging. If you're staying somewhere because you have to, because you don't have the financial, you know, if you don't have the funds to move or whatever, I'm not saying anybody can get out of any situation whenever, you know, like, no judgment at all, because I've totally been there. I've totally been there. But it's just heartbreaking to think that. So, because you see it. You see what you can have. You see that abundance all around you. You know, you see the person that you could have full abundance with. And you are passionate about that person. I don't know why I feel like there are two people here. Maybe because of the Lovers. If this is the person that's holding, this is different energy down here. Something is holding you back from loving fully. So let's find out what we can do with it. Because I feel like that Lover's energy up there is something, it's not this, because this energy down here feels really good. So we have the Three of Cups. And we have the Empress. The Empress is rebirth and renewal. And we have Strength. This is the Leo card. So if the Son of Wands maybe is a Leo in your life. I feel like this is an offer though. I feel like this is a very fast, passionate offer of love. So the Empress is renewal, rebirth, fruition. She's Mother Nature. And if there are three people involved in here, somebody's holding on to something too tightly and needs to be let go. Or you could have support of your friends saying, you need to have the strength to move on. You need to have the strength because the lightning is going to strike your tower if you don't do it yourself. But we do have the Empress and the Emperor. So, and you know, this is a pair. This is a couple. Sometimes it's not. I don't feel like that's the whole story. The cards are definitely telling you to have strength during this time because you don't want to be in that Eight of Swords state anymore. You want to be able to fly out of the chaos because you can see it. You can see it. You've seen it with the sun. You know, you've seen it with the moon and the sun, with the Seven of Cups. You can see where that fruition lies. You know, you've looked at it in both ways. Even here with the Chariot, there's the Sun there. You've seen it. Something is holding you back. Let's shuffle 2 more times, and then we'll pull from the bottom of the deck and see. You guys have taken like my whole stack of cards. I'm so glad you showed up this time though, man. I had like tons of cards. It was the beginning of October. Tons of cards, or September. And you guys weren't anywhere. Okay, so you're shedding light. 7 of Wands. You guys are, I see this as, there you are standing there and you've got your light bright and you can see things lining up, these wands, these actions that you are going to act on. You are going to do it, and you're going to do it with strength. You know, we have both Leo cards here, and Leo cards are very strong. The Sun and strength. So you're going to act on this. What are you going to act on? Well, you're going to think about it first. Phew. Okay. I just take as many as they want me to take, and then I stop. Man. All right. So you're going to act on it. You're taking on a lot of fire energy too, I think. So we have lots of fire here. There has been a state of 7 of Swords rest. You have thought about all of those angsty, painful, hurtful emotions that you've had for a long time from your past. You are planning, you've been planning for a while, because there's been serious heartbreak with the 3 of Wands. We have the 3 of Cups and we have the 3 of Wands. I mean Swords. 3 of Cups and 3 of Swords. Usually when 2 of these, you know, when these 2 come out at one point during the reading, that means there are 3 people involved. And there are a lot of people coming out. So I think that they're, within these 3 people, they are taking on several different elements of their charts. So there's definitely been heartbreak involved surrounding this. But you're seeing it and you're planning. We have the 10 of Cups because you want abundance and you feel like all of that abundance has been taken away. All of those emotions have been taken away. And we have the Mother of Wands and the Father of Wands. More fire. So you know who you want to offer love to. But it's like this mother and father, and these could be your parents, heck, I don't know. You feel like they're kind of holding on to things too tightly and ruling the kingdom in a very mean way. It's like these 2 people have control over this situation and you have no idea what to do about it. And they don't take your feelings into account. They've taken away all of your feelings and your abundance. But there's somebody. There's somebody that would make you feel good. There's somebody that gives you strength. There's somebody that you see as a brand new opportunity and brand new, beautiful, beautiful sun. So I feel like these 2 people are the ones that have control over your situation. And they could be fire signs, or they could just be taking on. These could also be the Emperor and Empress that's put you in here. Again, because I don't feel like this is you. It could be the Lovers that have done this to you. And you don't feel like you have control over it, but you've been planning. So you have a choice to make with the 2 of Swords. You have a choice to make, and it looks like you know what choice you want to make, and you are going to move on. You're going to take a journey. You're going to move on from this situation. And you're not going to have your damn heart broken anymore. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. This could very well be a work situation where you have a lot of emotions. I guess I probably could have said that before too. You have a lot of emotions in your job, and you feel like there are people in your job who are like dictators and holding on to, who have control over, you know, and you see them as like these, it's like a team. It's like a team effort. You feel like you're being teamed up on, you know? Teamed up on. But there's definitely something, another job opportunity that could emotionally fulfill you. There's another opportunity in your life for sure that could emotionally fulfill you. So I think that you are definitely planning and you're walking away from it. And if, you know, I mean, the tower can be uncomfortable, but sometimes it has to happen to move forward. So I will see you guys for your love readings. Probably in like a week, I'll start doing them. So have a great rest of your September, and I will see you later. Bye.